both big fans of Phil Taylor, but I'm pretty certain too that they have a lot of admiration for old Lowe. I don't know many that don't. This could be an absolutely wonderful game. 1995 World Semi-Final. These two produced an absolute belter. Not a lot between them. 1999 in the World second round. You and Sid commentating on a quite amazing match between these two, where Lowe frightened the pants off Taylor. And although Taylor won, it was only by a whisker. I just have a feeling that this might be a similar night.
So a simply sizzling semi-final in prospect. Who will be the last one to survive, and who will be the last one?
Well, John Lowe with the throw, but Taylor won the throw in the practice room, gave it to Lowe, and John said to me just before he went downstairs for that entry to the stage, he's done that because he's trying to tell me that he's a better player. He said, we'll see. So the gauntlet, well and truly thrown down by the power.
John Lowe, 57, 21 gram unicorn darts. They're both throwing unicorn darts tonight. Phil Taylor, 24 grams. He gave his historic 9 darts. 5:01 hours away last night in some of the most moving moments seen on Sky Sport. Double 18 for Lowe for the first leg. And that was clinical enough, and there it is, right in the centre of double 18, and it's first blood. But now Phil Taylor is flexing his muscles.
Yes, John Lowe. We all know that, but there's a certain mind how to cope with this fella too. It been a while ago, but he says he's throwing as well as ever. Who can argue with that? 90.93 in the first round, 10-2 in Alex Lowe, 93.92 in the second round, beating Dennis Ovens, and 92.52 in beating Ronnie Baxter. It's consistency from Lowe. But Taylor's figures, well, they're out on their own. And I have to say it again, Bradman-esque, Dave. That's all you can say. He's so far ahead of the rest.
Yes, Phil Taylor's has an incredible record, and he also has a terrific record for generosity. And there is a boy who got the darts, as always, watching his idol Phil Taylor.
Yes, I was going to say, is this the first 180 of the match? And it would have been a rhetorical question, because there you see, it looked on.
Taylor's average here has been quite remarkable in Blackpool this week, 106.78. And John, he's now won 30 matches here in Blackpool over the 9 years we've been here, and only 3 times has that been in the 90s. He's had 13 legs with an average of over 100 or more. Quite astonishing. You see why too. Very nearly a 136 finish.
Yeah, so very nearly. Lingering in the backwoods here in this leg, but early days yet. Taylor's played 52 legs up coming into this match, Lowe 67, and perhaps the most remarkable statistic of Lowe's over the 3 matches was in the quarter-final victory. Just watch Taylor. 6 double 8, as surely he was going to. In that game yesterday, 67 legs. He beat Baxter 16-13 in 29 legs. Lowe had no fewer than 74 scores in 3 figures. And that, he said, I was aware of the fact I was hitting scores. He said, I let myself down on a few figures. But if he polishes up on that tonight, this could be so much.
The first man to do a 9-dart finish, and the most recent in action here in what has been a fairy tale semi-final.
And I do wonder if the man in the middle, Paul Lim, the man who did it in 1990, might just be watching on the internet. And if he is, well, his name's been mentioned in dispatches. understandably, one of a very precious treble in the game of darts.
But Phil Taylor did it live, and nobody ever began to take that away from him. Wonderful fans here in Blackpool. They're absolutely shoehorned in here tonight. Well, that really was a superb shot. It took a deflection, but still found the target.
Lowe's 12th of the week. Taylor so far 7 in his first game, 4 in his second, 10 in his third. He's at 22 therefore, 1 already tonight.
And the thought here might come down, might go back up, might fall down. That's one thing he wasn't envisaging.
Six of those 16 winnings legs last night from Taylor were in 12 darts or under.
96. John, you require
So 115 for John Lowe and a 2-1 lead.
95. Got to come down for treble 19 for double it. That's why, and I always think treble 19's the best first dart, because then it leaves 96 if you single it. I'd be surprised how many players.
106 for Taylor. Single 20, he'll switch to 18s. Treble 18 will leave 32 double 16. To steal the leg.
Brilliant, brilliant. And yes, Taylor always likely to do that, of course. As you say, Dave, stealing the leg, taking the throw off Lowe. And there she is, right in the middle of the bed.
It is an immense achievement when a player has the throw and scores a 180 to come and take the leg. That was grand larceny from Taylor. And look at him go now. That's 2, room for one more. Just, I think, took the merest nudge into the single segment.
Well, that 106, he hit 106 yesterday. And in fact, in that match, the 167.
Just watch this, John. There's another maximum here.
Completed the combination. 126 and a 106. Those big checkouts make the difference. They are the legs you can steal. If you're lagging behind, you're suddenly hit with one of those. It's like the uppercut. A lot of damage.
Such reaction, come on. Stan give you another 200,000, I doubt it. But the reaction to that was absolutely phenomenal, that 9-darter. And the world's press have responded. And once again, friend Niall Webb in the Times said, if anybody had any doubts about dart being a proper sport, doubt no more. That was it last night, and then some. Great to see the old Thunderer giving darts such fair show. Taylor's left himself 164, and we know that is perfectly within his capabilities.
140.
I've got to say, I made a note of quite a number of quotes from the press yesterday, and that was the one that really caught the eye, Dave. Magic, and I think it's about time that people started to recognise that this game should be.
John, you require
John Lowe on 121 to square it. Treble 17 should be his next target. Got to come up for treble 20 now, but Taylor dangerously is hovering on 64.
That this sport should be getting the same sort of treatment that every other gets. It doesn't, because it's not recognised thus. But when you've got this man playing like this, a bit more than just an entertainer.
He's a phenomenon. And we are privileged to be in the presence of a giant at his sport.
100.
Who would have thought, John, that within a month we'd have been calling darts in Las Vegas and also calling and perfect 9-dart finish. It really has been quite a time for Sky Sports and darts.
It's July 2002. His next big date is in September. He's not sure he's going to be fighting yet, but he's going to be there in the MEN Arena, live on Sky, no doubt. And pugnacious character, great sportsman himself, and wanting one day to be what this man is, champion of the world. 10 times. Well, he is the reigning WBU welterweight champion already, but if he could retain that, say, over 10 bouts, 10 challenges.
We mentioned Las Vegas. There certainly are some exotic places in the world. Darts, there's another tournament coming up in November and early December in Barbados. I think Cliff Lazarenko and Eric Bristow are involved there. We really are going global.
Not happy with that at all.
60.
Start giving a nicer artistic impression with some of these signs. I wasn't over impressed with that artistically.
He would not get an artistic impression of war for that hairstyle we just saw either.
That's right.
137.
Well, Lowe is just outside the finishing zone, 171, so Taylor will be back on 141.
Actually, John Lowe's highest check out 161 against Ronnie Baxter. Ronnie
require 141.
167, as I mentioned, against Chris Mason.
Now then, 141. He did it last night. Oh, for 100 grand.
89.
Yes.
John, you require 114.
114 Lowe. Ooh, slackish.
40.
Well, that's a pity because he's had 115 check out and 114 check out. Needed to get one of them. What an important dart this. And the rare miss, and he's annoyed with himself. He wants to try and shake Lowe off early. Get ahead of him, well ahead of him, 3 legs ahead of him. Now 74, treble 14. That's 27, 47 left, 15 for double 16. There you go, 7 tops, but I think he'll go 15 double 16. Big dart again. Oh, I thought maybe that was going to go in. And so did she.
Failure require 40.
Double top for Taylor, unlikely that he'll miss again. Now double 10.
Tension building up in there. Well, Taylor's human. Taylor
requires 16.
Return. Then to frustration as Lowe stays in touch. 3-2 as they go to the first break. Yes, Taylor could have been 4-1 up. He's not. He's annoyed, you can see. Is he starting to get a little bit flustered, Dave?
Session, the stats are notable only for the fact that Phil Taylor's 3-dart average is about as low as it's been all week, 91.93, and John Lowe is actually averaging above him, and his checkout success rate is twice as heavy. So Taylor has yet to get into the groove. There are the finishes, that one from John Lowe in the very first leg of the match, John Gwynn.
Yeah, 3 140s and then 45 and double 18. Supreme. Well, I know with Supremes I prefer. Anyway, 3-2 for Taylor. He has got the throw. He did break the throw there from Lowe, but that was a vital 5th leg that Lowe hung on to.
Well, there we go.
Mistakes from Taylor.
A 9-darter still on, 177 to start. In fact, 180 would hold on for 4, which in many people's eyes is an easier shot. We'll see.
60.
So now, Phil Taylor. Yes, that's the 5th. That's the 5th dart. Oh, the 6th. was just taking a deflection there. Just watch it again. You see, oh, it was going, and it just got a nudge, a shoulder of the dart, clicked it above the treble.
Well, they're offering. They were 25 to 1 yesterday for the 9-darter. It's 12 to 1 now, hardly surprisingly. Don't want to get stung. There's nothing on for the second 9-darter, but 12 to 1 for a 9-darter. And I think a few people have taken it. I think it's likely to be a long time before we see another statistically. But who can say with Taylor around?
He is on for a possible 10-dart finish here, although I think on this 50 he'll go 18 double 16 or maybe even 10 double 12.
For the ball, I think. Yes, 25, 9 double 8. John Lowe's done that himself in the past, and there you are, leg 6 to Taylor, the 12-darter. Maybe that's the signal, but he's beginning to motor now. He went off that stage for the first break there, slapping his hip, really annoyed with himself for having missed those doubles.
140.
Professional he is, he looks for perfection, sometimes gets it. Steve Fisher, the managing director of Stan James, who of course put up the money, says that next time they're going to put up $500,000, but it's for the 8-dart 501. To smile. Oh dear, impossible of course. Most things are possible for Taylor, but not even he could achieve that.
John Lowe, such a role model for any aspiring darter, a man who has been mellowing but not yellowing with time. Well, he's been in ripe form this week, John Lowe, turning back the years delightfully.
57.
You see, Taylor set himself such high standards, 100.87 against Burgess, and he coasted there. Never pushed. 104.02 against Painter.
Could be a maximum here for Lowe.
Yeah, he's coming down, I think. No. 104.02 against Painter, where he was pushed for much of the way, and 112.17 against Mason.
Could be a 180 here for Taylor. It is. Lowe looking at probably treble 15.
Got to go for the ball here now. Well, that's what he's got in mind. Oh yes! Oh, he needed that. Oh, that's a magic dart. That's a magic dart.
Game on!
Taylor's ready to pass. There's got to be more of that before this game starts.
What's this again, John? Another maximum at the start of a leg. Sold and ping home. Yeah. Still a lot of room showing, just too high.
Yes, we could see the target very well. He could see it similarly and will be very disappointed with the margin of error. Beautiful darts again from Lowe. Got to somehow break back John Lowe, that's the difficulty. How do you break Taylor's throw? You've got to put in an 11 or 12 darter.
134. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's one of his ordinary days. Taylor on 88 when he goes. John Lowe can only here leave himself a finish.
100. Failure required 88.
For 5-3.
Game shot. And the 8th flag. Phil Taylor.
Perfect accuracy. Lowe. We've got a 161 yesterday.
9th flag. John
here tonight. You cannot get an extra person in from all the bars of Blackpool, from copper-faced jacks to the flying handbag to jellies in the boom boom room. They're probably all deserted. They've all come here to watch the darts. This is the biggest show in town, the hottest ticket on the holiday scene. It has been simply bewildering. The crowds and their enthusiasm, just look at them here, they are just packed in.
And I tell you what, there isn't much room on the balconies either. They're absolutely packed up above. And extra seating put in for tonight's
You see Taylor's crept above 100 almost surreptitiously. He was back at 90. We said all he can do is improve, and he's picked up 10 points in the matter of what, four legs?
Three legs. He's done it in 3 legs, and well, and this one. But yes, you're right. Well, he had a 12 darter. That last one. I'm trying to think what he went out on. He had an 11 darter.
Watch Lowe here, because there's a great gap to the left-hand side. He moved across to it and just underpitched.
Yeah, he's found the range now, and Lowe has somehow got to up the tempo as well. Can he do it? I think he can. He thinks he can. Yes, almost the maximum there. 76 left below. Taylor 131. He can take this out. Not now. But that does leave him on 32.
And Lowe knows he really can't afford to miss this 76.
61. He's got to go 11 ball, surely. Got to go 11 ball. He's thinking about it. Oh, he's missed the 11. He's missed the 11. He was originally thinking, I'm sure, 25 double 18, but the risk there is you hit the bull and you don't have a shot. So he went across for 11. You saw him change. His eyes drifted across it. Possibly that's why the reason he was in 2 minds why he missed. An expensive one, costly one, because he's already proven that he can hit the ball, John Lowe. Taylor looks purposeful, doesn't
he was waiting there like a vulture and swooped. 6-3 the score.
Yes, you could almost see John Lowe's mind thinking there. If I go for 25 and hit the ball, I waste a throw. I've got to make sure I have at least a dart at the bull as a finish.
100.
Just slightly rushed the dart at 11.
Yes, and Mrs. Yvonne Taylor there, just taking in the scene. She's had quite a week as well.
Yes, it's not just so much now how does Lowe break Phil Taylor, it's how does he break him twice.
97.
Maybe this is an opportunity, Dave. It was Taylor who threw first. A really good score here can put Lowe in pole position. Needed a 140 though.
60.
Fans with fans.
140 comes from Taylor instead. Lowe has put in a useful session here. His average hasn't dipped at all, 92.7. It's down at 92.09. But it's Taylor who's up the ante.
60.
Not often that the power misses a treble with 3 darts ready seeking them. No, again we want 140 here to get back on terms, and can't find the treble either.
Well, if Taylor gets 144, it'll be gross decency. No, not this time.
Coming up 16s, finding it.
128.
As always, this man just seems the master of the board when he's in the mood. Lowe can't finish on 221. It looks like a 7-3 advantage for Taylor at the end of the session, though he did have 5 darts at a double 5 legs ago.
Yes, and shook himself up as a result.
60.
What's happened since? Oh, is this another one of those? Yes, it is. Low 90. Which way does he go? Treble 20, double 15's favourite. 20-20 bull.
Once again, Taylor's just left the door ajar for old stone-faced.
Oh, it's gone for big 20. Bull again for the second time. Oh, low ball gets a leg back. Again the bullseye comes into play, and he has reason to smile. So, a cracking match we expected, a cracking match we're getting. Taylor's up the ante by 10 whole points from 91.9 at the end of the first session. You see it for yourself. In order to do that, he's been averaging around about 110 in that second session. But look at John Lowe, only 4 darts, only 5 darts at a double, 4 of it, 2 of those, Dave Lanning, have been at the bull. One wonders, actually,
look at these
if
faces.
he'd hit the 11 in the earlier leg, if he'd have hit the bull there, it would have been 5 apiece now. Yeah, 2 11 darters in the game already, a couple of 12. Brilliant.
Well, Phil Taylor's had 10 missed starts at doubles. Just this crazy. It's a carnival here at the Winter Gardens. Lowe with the darts here, still got a great deal of work to do if he's to get back on terms against 10. Got to break Taylor's throw and hold his own.
Well, here we go again. 85 from Lowe. Immediately punished. I think John Lowe, when he was interviewed prior to this game, we saw it.
Well, yes, another maximum there, and that time.
And Phil Taylor hit a 140. He responded with a 180, and then took out 155, a 12 darter.
Look how Taylor's responding.
Absolute magic. If you've never played a game of Harris, folks, go down to your local, pick up 3 darts, have a chuck. You'll realise how good these lads are.
58.
How marvellously meticulous they have to be.
John Lowe grimly hanging on to Taylor here. He's in fact edged into the lead here. If he could break him, it would open up a vast cornucopia of possibilities.
139.
What's 164 now? Phil Taylor, Lowe unable to check on 261, of course.
85. Failure required 164.
164, yes. Coming across for 18s, yes, treble 18. Wants the ball for a 164 kill.
139.
He'll be back though, Lowe this time he's lingering a little. But you know, 6-5 is impressive. He may still be a throw down, John Lowe, but he's hanging on to Taylor's coattails. And the longer he can do that, the more the likelihood
Failure required
doubts
25.
might just start to creep into Taylor's mind. We've seen him agitated already tonight. Might get agitated again if he misses this.
17.
Oh, chance for Lowe, 76, treble 20, double 8.
76.
And these are the chances that Lowe must take if he is to prosper.
He certainly, yes, 2 darts for double 8 to level up at 6 legs all. Oh, you've got to give it to the boy. You've got to give it to him. He totally unfazed. He is enjoying himself. My. The way he took that 90 out with the ball to make 6-4 instead of 7-3 going into the break, and then to come back since with a 12-darter and capitalising on Taylor's error there. 6-all now. Lowe has won 3 legs in a row. Taylor did in the opening session.
And twice in that sequence, Taylor has had 3 darts at a double and missed, and that is not Phil Taylor at peak.
And the question was asked. Jeff Stelling did say to John Part in his interview after his semi-final victory earlier tonight, might Taylor just have peaked with that 9-darter? Well,
123.
He may and he may not have, but time will tell in the next hour or so.
Lowe with a chance of going into the lead here for the first time since the first leg. And these were the kind of tactics he employed against Ronnie Baxter. Everybody rather felt Baxter would have the power, the acceleration and the application to just edge Lowe out. But John Lowe just kept hanging like a horsefly, frustrating him and hanging on. The similar tactics, will they work with Taylor? That's the big question.
Unlucky, very unlucky there. Sometimes sometimes it would slide in off those 2 barrels. Just a little bit too much contact there. Oh, look at this. Back at his brilliant best. Remember Bristol putting Taylor under severe pressure in that great World semi-final a few years ago.
He's just done this double 19.
To take the lead. Oh, yes! 7-6, 4 legs in a row to Lowe. Amazing!
Twice he's finished on double 19. So it's Lowe, and behold, he's in front.
And the thing that might just cross Phil Taylor's mind, popular though he is, he's playing probably a man who's even got more fans than he. And when half the crowd is against you as well, it can make life a little bit tough.
On the other hand, it might just inspire him to a greater effort.
83.
Yes, on the other.
He looked just a little stunned at the way this match has unfolded, because Lowe is giving Taylor more to think about than anybody else this week, really.
Now 6 apiece. It was. Lowe hit the double 19 with the throw, so effectively all equal. Taylor with the throw here to try and level up at 7-all. And when you think, and I'm going to refer to it now and probably again later, 90 wanted, last leg of the second session, 2020, and a perfect break.
140.
Kept, in my view, this match very much alive. I think a 4-leg advantage to the power would have been too much even for this man on current form.
60. Failure requires 78.
78 for Phil Taylor to get back on terms. 24 now remaining. Double 12. He has 2 darts. Only needs 1.
Phil Taylor.
His first leg in 5. Double 12's been to him there.
Game on.
Was even kinder 24 hours ago. But 7 all, 501 apiece, dead level, first to 17.
Still room
Best of
in the
33.
treble for the Matchman there. Almost the identical shot as we've seen twice before. Lowe placing the first two darts to the right of the treble.
Yes, that's where he would have liked the last dart of the previous combination. Here we go again.
It's the other side of the treble now.
140.
But his scoring is rock steady. Taylor, a long way back.
140. 100.
Well, they might be singing Johnny Lowe, Johnny Lowe, Johnny Lowe, he's got no hair but we don't care, when he really hasn't any, Dave.
55.
As he could be in this game for a long time yet.
He may not have much hair, but he's got plenty flair. Now then, 121, he's got the treble 20, doesn't really need to go for the board. It's been kind to him thus far.
Well, and he's also sending out a message to Taylor. It's his way of, I think, retorting to the fact that Taylor, having won the throw, gave it to John Lowe. Because John Lowe was a bit hurt by that.
140.
He's trying to tell me that he's a better player than I am, he said. And I'm sure, deep down, he's quite happy to acknowledge that he might be. But not up there on this hockey now. Yes. No problems. Lowe goes into the break. 8-7 ahead. Who'd have believed that 20 minutes ago?
Throughout the break, they've been singing a hymn to John Lowe because he leads 8-7, and it's been some time since Philip Taylor has been in this situation after 15 legs, while he's still averaging 102. Such has been the confidence of the performance that Lowe has displayed against him.
Yes, Taylor hardly got a shot at the double in that last leg and in that last session, and where he missed one or two, of course, to let Lowe in, but Lowe was quite magnificent. He started it with a 12 darter, 180 and 155 finish, and he just carried on from there, and well, he was in danger of going 7-3 down. He now finds himself 8-7 up,
100.
and we'll just keep going on now and hopefully winning more legs from his point of view. Taylor, though,
still has,
surely equal to the test yet.
Taylor, you feel, still has a bit in the tank.
57.
But we have seen that Lowe has got staying power. He had staying power against Dennis Ovens. He had staying power against Baxter. Don't doubt his stamina. He will keep grinding on in this fashion. And Taylor is looking now as though he will need to find one of his perfect patches, his purple patches, when he really hits the booster button and goes into overdrive. That's what this match is going to need. It is beautifully poised.
100.
There we are. Keep your hat on, son. Well, you've got to take it off if it's going to be signed by Hatton.
Again, you can see here that Lowe can leave himself a finish and really throw down the gauntlet to Taylor to hit the 167. Needs a treble here, John Lowe.
60. Failure required 167.
Well, Taylor, 167 for the third time this week if he were to get it. Treble 19. Oh, unlucky. Yes, he hit a 167 against Painter, he hit one against Mason.
John, you
And if it
require
hurt him, it really would
141.
get through to Taylor, I think, if Lowe could manage this 1-4-1.
Well, you saw him do it one day, didn't you, when he got his 9-darter, and he went a rather different way to Taylor last night. How would he have liked to have done it then?
55.
Double 14 for Philip Taylor.
Failure
His
required
doubles are
28.
becoming quite important to the world number one, and he's having a bit of trouble with them.
21.
Indeed, yes. Frustration creeping in. She
John, you
can't
require
understand.
86.
And Lowe, 86 will go for treble 18. And if he's oh, he's got it. If he singles, wide out, double 8.
78.
For a two-leg advantage. And who was the last person to have a two-leg advantage over Taylor in the match play at any time in the last few years? What might have been?
Phil Taylor.
Would have been against the throw as well.
Leg. John to Roper.
But that's a good double two. Yes, he wants to win this as much as any game in his great career.
60.
All those victories of the past will be, for a time, as nothing if he loses this match now.
They've even got opera glasses in.
85.
It's locked in combat.
100.
New hush has developed over the Winter Gardens audience.
140.
Don't quite think they anticipated this kind of a siege war.
Yes, John Lowe, we must remember, actually beat
100.
Phil Taylor by 5 legs to 2, much shorter game, not on television, in the Vauxhall competition, a PDC ranking competition, just a few weeks ago.
140.
It's Great Yarmouth played Dave, so he does have that recent feather in his cap.
$60.
136 for Phil Taylor to regain the lead. Yes. Another treble would leave 16. Long treble.
Well, that's 61 left. He'll either go treble 15 or the board. 25. Went for treble 15.
90.
Back a bit here, Lowe. He threw first here, so this is where he's got to dig deep again and hang on in there. From being in a position where he could have gone 2 legs clear, he's now in a danger of going 2 legs behind. Not necessarily with this one, obviously, but Taylor's throwing first next time. Tops here to make it 9-8. Yes, you just sense, don't you, Dave? But Taylor could be on the verge of a surge.
18th leg. Phil
He
to
always
Roper.
has it within him to produce something extraordinary, but he's had, what, 3 legs in the past 6 or 7 where he's had 3 darts and missed that doubles, and that is most un-Taylor-esque.
55.
Oh, but what a great opportunity here for Lowe. Surely senses. Put in the score now. Take the leg. 9 apiece.
100.
Could save an enormous amount of work by taking this leg low. Taylor knows that if he can take it, he's back in pole position and very much favourite to
100.
make the final again.
Yes, Lowe making the choice there. The first dart seemed to be shielding the treble 20. And,
95.
he had a little look around the board. Only 40 behind Taylor. But this isn't Taylor by no means dominating this match as he has dominated previously this week.
45.
Well, after the first time for a long time, Taylor's average has dipped below 100, 98.6, and Lowe 93.6. Exactly 5 in it in that sense, but that's the checkouts hit. Kept Lowe in this match. Some magnificent checkouts using the ball. A 155. Those are the ones that keep you going. That's terrific. That's terrific. Lowe has got to watch his counting. Got to be careful. He's all right now. Oh, look at this. 103 left. 83 left. You might say, Dave, that Taylor's got to get this the way Lowe's been hitting those kind of finishes.
161. It's the wrong treble.
Which means Lowe here now will at least, or should at least, have a dart at bull. Because he wants treble 17. 2 darts for double 16. Forget the bull now. Yes! Broken back straight away, which he had to do. Capitalised on a disappointing start by Taylor. And there's the reward.
Game on!
And Phil Taylor is getting Lowe here, rolling back the years with another super consistent, and
41.
Phil Taylor will be thinking, really have got to start thinking of putting in a burst, a kick, a surge.
Well, this is his opportunity. Lowe kicks off with 41, Taylor 140, call it a ton ahead. I know I'm one out, but see for yourself that it's Lowe who has to hit the score now. Look how he's responding here.
140.
Still advantage Taylor. Only 41 behind. Now 19 ahead.
$140.
Lowe to win a pound treble, a pound double. Could be worth a few bob later, friend.
Eric Bristow, who said never bet against John Lowe. And whatever you do, if you have a flutter on Lowe, you are sure of getting a run for your money.
$95.
Taylor, a 140 or a 180 would liven up this leg now, if it needs it.
That's one in the treble, that's the second one.
Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely marvellous to leave tops. Now Taylor's got to go the 19 route.
John Lowe, having hammered in a 180, put him in a situation to steal the leg, and he does.
In 13 darts. Unlucky for some, but he's on a high. Lowe. My, he's ahead again. 10-9. This is something very, very special
60.
we're witnessing tonight. Kicked off with a 41.
85.
Kicked in again. Held on in there. Produced the 180. Hit the tops. Brilliant.
100.
Well, there's a man who's sitting out there enjoying it. Don't know who he is, Dave, but he looks as though he knows a bit about this game. 5 times world champ, Eric. And his old chum, his old arch enemy,
95.
is up there still doing the biz. Well, we've heard of one bet tonight.
83.
£65,000 to win, just to win the match. 20 to 1 on, that's to win 3,250 quid.
Somebody must be sweating.
Well, they'll be quaking at the
100.
moment, won't they?
Well, this is just pure theatre again. We thought we'd seen everything, but this has added a new dimension, and now Taylor's getting bounced at, and now he's worried about a bouncing. Ooh.
Yes, it's like that little building round the corner, this. It's grand theatre, because it doesn't come any better than this.
140.
Taylor knows again, he really must be looking at this 138, and again it's eluded him.
Well, John Lowe's had an 81, 7th leg. Remember, he hit the 15, the 16 and the bullseye.
92.
One of 2 bull finishes so far tonight.
81.
And is this going to be another? Is he going to get the treble first and then the double 18? Now he'll go the same route as earlier. 16 for bull, keen eye.
There it is, and there's the shot, and that again is millicentric magnificence. John Lowe hits the ball, he takes a 2-leg lead into the break, and what a prospect we have here. Taylor with his back to the wall, who would have thought that?
This is for real, folks. It's a brilliant game of darts. 7-1-8 is in the game, but look at that. 99 and 95. 2 players here. The man who's averaging 95 who's ahead, though. And this is the reason why. 3 out of 5 of his darts at the double are going in. And they're not always the double. It's the bull 3 times that Lowe has struck. And Dave Lanning, only 3 legs over 15 darts. Look at that. That is something very special.
It's dartistry,
21st leg.
sheer artistry. And we saw history last night. If John Lowe can prevail, we will see hysteria tonight. And of the 2, Taylor looks the most concerned.
Yes.
100.
Wonderful, wonderful night again. Maybe history was made last night. If history is made tonight, the story will be John Lowe in his first major world final for 9 years plus. In January 1993, he won the World Championship at Frimley Green,
99.
beating Alan Warriner in the final, champion for the 3rd time, and he hasn't been on a world final stage of any description since. Tonight could see him make it.
But Phil Taylor, we know, is not yet finished. He still has some high octane in his tank.
We've always said that Taylor should be handicapped. Well, this is not a bad little handicap now. Lowe needs 6 more, Taylor needs 8 more. And if Taylor really does produce his very best, this lead that Lowe has can be overhauled. No question about it.
100.
It's all a case of if.
Left himself 161. It's been his finishing that has let him down tonight, Phil Taylor. His scoring has not perhaps been as devastating as before, as Lowe has a good look at it.
82 left, yes, he may go for Bolt here. He'll be happy. He'll be happy. 57 when he goes.
Phil Taylor really would be wanting to take this 1-6-1-8, which is now beyond him.
84 left though. He's going for treble 16. No.
134.
He's knocked himself on 27, Taylor. I suppose having hit one treble, he thought I might as well put one alongside. The way Lowe's finishing, maybe he's thinking I won't get another go anyway. An inch below for a 3-leg lead.
37.
And this against Lowe's throw, so there ain't much in it here. How Lowe really needed that double top, because now it's 11-10 and Taylor throwing first.
Took that one, admittedly, by the skin of his flight against the throw, and John Lowe had 2 darts at a double. We wonder if he will look back on this and consider
84.
that was the pivotal point. What happened there? Just took a deflection, just held on in.
Yes, Lowe was broken there in the 21st. He'd previously been broken in the 17th, but
100.
immediately hit back with 3 legs in a row. Broke back in the 19th with a 13-darter. Got to somehow do the same again here to regain the initiative.
120.
Taylor right back in it again now.
95.
It's an indication of how good the finishing has been as a whole, that you can actually single out the legs that have gone away.
58.
And again, there are signs that Taylor is by no means as deadly as at his peak.
And the most costly ones for Lowe, the 16th when Taylor threw first, he had darts at 8-8 for a 9-7 lead. Taylor stepped in when he missed, and just now in the 21st.
Rapt attention in this packed auditorium.
Well, another one of those for double 10. Double 10 beckons. Oh, Taylor, 140. Check out. Game to the power. 11-all.
23rd leg. John 2.
It's now effectively best of.
Game on.
It just seems to me, John, it would be interesting if we could check back, certainly not now, but later, that Taylor's finishing seems to be better when he has a dart on the end of a scoring sequence than if he has to go up with 3 darts and a double. When he's in his rhythm, when he's in his flow, he seems to pick away.
Yes. Yes, sometimes the dart at the back end of a combination, the third dart, as you say, Dave, and I've seen it a number of times this week. It's more spontaneous, isn't it?
140.
So they're both on 11. Who will be on 11 plus? Very tight.
60.
Annoyed with himself. They were all on the wire, 2 below, 1 above, but annoyed with himself. But he knows that this man can do with 1 dart what he's just done in 3. Oh,
135.
deflection.
You saw it there. Just brushed against the second dart.
Yes, on another day, those go in, you know, Dave.
99.
He's had a number today that have just gone over the top of the previous dart and taken too big a deflection.
And that deflection left Lowe on a bogey 166.
98.
last start, but he's left himself on 159. Not that he could do a lot about it, in fairness. He hit 219 before he threw that last start anyway. And now double 16 for the lead again.
Yes, 24th leg, failed to perfect. Game on. Thank you.
Well, you wonder if now this is the stage in the game. I know it has to be won by 2 clear legs, but Lowe says he believes it does make a difference if you can get off first and get off to win the first leg and then make your opponent chase the game from the start. Well, he did, didn't he? He got off with an 11-darter at the very beginning of the match.
He's taken the lead 6 times against Phil Taylor.
It may well be that Taylor could actually regret having given Lowe the throw in a tight situation. Having said that, as I say, you've got to break anyway. You've got to win by 2 clear legs minimum.
And it's been a long while since I can recall Phil Taylor being taken to a sudden death. And look at Lowe.
Well, if he's going to break back, that's how he's got to do it. And if it goes 13-11 and he restores that 2-leg advantage,
97.
must begin to creep into Taylor's mind. He's going to be now really, for the first time in a long time, very, very severely tested. Again, that is a tough 60. Brilliant grouping. This is what Taylor took out a couple of legs ago.
Yes, and John Lowe knows he's going to get 6 starts at 140. What to do with the treble?
Oh.
100.
Yes. My. On the feet. What a feat this will be. If.
57.
John Lowe seeking to establish another 2-leg advantage. We're getting towards the winning post. Double top he wants. That's the first start. That's the second. Getting so critical.
And Taylor really now can make this game, if not his, almost, because 130 would hurt Lowe deeply. 20 for bull, treble 20, double 5. Bullseye, Taylor's turn. Oh, but he won't do it. So for a second time, Lowe steps up to a shot at double.
20.
Yes, John Lowe's had 3 darts at a double here at the 24th leg. Crowd willing him along. Useful marker at the first dart. Could just brush it in. Now double 5.
I'll tell you what, he's been around a long time, John Lowe, but I bet he's not.
25.
Beaten like it's not beaten for many a year, because he knows that he's so close to really getting away from this man and putting him under pressure. But Taylor now, double 8 for 12 all. Got to move a fraction inside the power here.
17.
On this doubles, he can't believe it. He can't believe it. I can't believe it.
He's had 7 darts at a double so far here. He's going to have to level it up.
This double
2.
2 is tough, though. It's tough.
A big one for Lowe. A big dart here.
It's tough. That says more about that man than anything Dave Lanning, Sid Liddell, or anyone else could say. He stopped, steadied, said, "Come on, John," and in it went. And that makes him feel good.
Now he has the darts to go 14-11 in front. crowd are saying, "Lowe, ho, ho, what a bundle of fun."
81.
A supreme player, out on his own in terms of quality. The statistics tell all. 10 times champion of the world. A 9-darter 24 hours ago. Hits averages higher than any other man has ever done. But Taylor now is facing his most severe test for a long, long time. This is
41.
where his character as well as his ability must come to the fore.
$137.
Here's two, because the nearer he gets to that magic 17th leg, which represents victory, the more difficult it will become, in a perverse sort of way, to attain.
45.
Continue believing that this is real and that he's the man who can put Taylor's world match play ambitions to bed.
100.
Taylor has been made to look merely mortal, but we still have a twist and a sting in the tail, that's for sure, here at the Winter Gardens in Blackpool, and what has been a truly memorable week, but we still haven't had the last
47.
chapter.
Failure required 54.
54. Well, if he misses this and Lowe could hit 170,
34.
that would really be little short of sensational. 170.
Yes, it's almost as if expectation is such that people are waiting for him to do it, and it's not been lost on Lowe there. He's thrown absolutely brilliantly, but you know, there are limits when all said and done. And Taylor still in this contest, make no mistake, he won there against the throw. He'll come back on the break with the throw. A cracking contest. It's 13-12 to Lowe.
Welcome back live to the Winter Gardens, where this compelling semi-final is poised on a knife edge, and that is why, look at these figures. Phil Taylor trails, but he has a 5-point advantage on the 3-dart average. But that's the figure that has made the difference, John. When you look at Taylor's checkout percentage, during the week it's been 52%. He's way below that, and that's what's cost him as Lowe has grind on. Look at these finishes.
Yes, here we are now, 25 legs into the contest, and 20 of them have been in 15 darts or under. It's not only of great quality in terms of high scoring, but it's also pure theatre, as we've said before. It's such a close call. That's what makes it. Nobody has really quite ever broken away from the other when one has looked as though it might just get a 3, or in one case a 4-leg advantage. The others managed to come back.
100.
I know you've got your minds on other things, but I just hope somebody from Sport England is watching this. This isn't a sport. It gets none of the benefits that any of the other sport gets at all. Any other sport. Darts has to face life on its own. It just is snobbery in the extreme.
60.
I cannot understand why the game, this wonderful game that gives so many people so much pleasure, so much recreation, and when it's played at the level that it's being played now, why, there are those who seem to think that it's so different from any other wonderful activity.
And Lowe just getting back on terms here now with 2 treble 20s. The third one just eludes him, but he's 60 in front, and this, the 26th leg, just one between these 2 players. The first man to do a perfect 9-dart finish, John Lowe. And the very latest headline maker 24 hours ago, but he's not having things his own way by any stretch here.
100.
20 for Taylor.
Yes.
11 will leave the bull for 13 apiece.
96.
Not there tonight for him.
John, you require
But for this
104.
fellow Lowe, it has been on 3 occasions. May have to be 4. No, not now.
Got to come for treble 17 or 15.
Yes, double 18. He's miscounted, hasn't he? 51, 71,
96.
51. He wanted double 15.
Failure required
71
25.
scored, double 15. Taylor, 25. I think we all miscounted, in fairness. But Lowe confused me there. Double 4. Still a chance for Lowe. Got to get that double 2 again that he got 3 legs ago.
That's been Taylor's weakness now. John Lowe needs to get the single 1. Now double 2.
The best double 1 in the world if he gets it.
Free score.
No. They have rushed that a little bit, Dave. Oh dear, dear, dear. It does
Failure
hurt.
required 4.
Taylor, that's his target. And he's spot on.
26 there.
Well, Lowe, a brilliant chance there to break back. And yeah, it was double 15 he wanted for double 18. Must admit it confused me. It was in the green treble, and
Game on.
double 15 was what he wanted after that treble 17. And now at 13 apiece. Let's be honest, it's best of 7 now.
60.
The last time they played best of 7, Lowe won. Oh, best of 9 it was when he won 5-2. So it's a shorter game than that. In a
Yes,
Yes,
sense,
and
of
Phil
course.
Taylor hasn't been taken this far over this period of time all week. 10 legs against St. Burgess, 19 against Painter, 23 against Mason.
140.
And now here we are in the 27th. No questioning about Lowe's stamina. He has durability.
137.
Well, the last time Taylor was tested as severely as this in a semi-final, in my view, was Bristow back at Purfleet in 1997.
100.
5.5 years ago. And Taylor admitted that he'd frightened the pants off him.
136. Failure required 133.
Doing his best to do just that. 14.
93.
So here's John Lowe again, 140. He might go for treble 17 first start. He might, but it looks as though he's going to go for treble 20.
Yes, and Taylor's actually turned on the power. Never mind Lowe turning it off, because if he takes this against the throw, he'll go 14-13 up. He'll be throwing first next leg, and Lowe will have to break yet again. That means a lot to Phil Taylor, you can tell. And to his fans, boxing clever now. The power.
28 leg. Failed to
Yes, purposeful stride, wants to get on with his business. He's in front again, despite missing doubles. And now one suspects we might be seeing some steam heat from Phil Taylor.
177.
There he goes, he came down for a more open target. 324 remaining, still a possibility of a 9-dart, but I think Taylor would just be happy to take the leg.
Dead right, Dave, absolutely.
59.
He just won his leg and then say, now then, there's real daylight between me and the great man who's
Now
standing
then,
behind.
we still have an open target there, and he went for it. Still, it's
100.
impressive, it's powerhouse.
Relaxed in that throw. Never stop and wait and stare. Just release 3 darts very easily indeed. And
140.
now he's putting on the pressure here, Taylor. 9 darts throw, 84 left.
Fairly required 84.
84 for Phil Taylor. Now then, 64, he'll come down, yes. Lowe not being on a shot.
44.
Tops when he goes. I think that was deliberately there. Great. Tops.
Yvonne Taylor and Dr. Natalie, in fact, the Taylor family are here. I would venture to suggest they've been more concerned
100.
about the master of the house's fortunes and any time during the week. Double top.
That is now 4 legs in a row to Taylor.
29th leg.
Lowe has to hold his throw here, otherwise surely it's curtains. He relaxed in that leg. I think Taylor had gone away. Now somehow he's got to steel himself and rediscover the form of a few legs ago.
83.
He's really dug out this burst. It hasn't just been a power surge. He's had to really dig deep, and again
177.
identical shots from the last leg rather, and again all kinds of possibilities, although Taylor's focus will simply be on gathering these legs
100.
and going past the winning post.
Yeah, he's just happy to hit the score now, and what a difference a couple of winning legs can make. He's relaxed.
137.
He's in control again.
And yet he's missed doubles during this burst in each of the last 5 legs.
Yeah, but he's had the daylight, hasn't he, to be able
That's
to...
the difference.
Yeah. In fact, Lowe went ahead at 8-7 and has led at the end of both sessions since then, but 13-12 has become 15-13 now in Taylor's favour, and it looks as though it's going to be 16 in a moment. What a great effort from Lowe. You've got to say that if this had been an earlier round contest, Taylor would have gone out. Because Lowe led 11-9 at the end of the 4th session.
87 for Phil Taylor now.
Well, John Lowe took a 155 out.
John, you require 100.
It was 17-18 legs ago that he did that. Now he's got to produce something similar, and somehow it ain't there like it was then.
40.
Maybe an acknowledgement in the throw that this game hasn't far to go.
Full score.
118 once again for John Lowe
118.
to escape from Colditz. Taylor's had 4 darts and a double here. 20 now the target, treble 20. To leave double top for hope to be born anew.
in there. He scored a disappointing 40 when he wanted 158, but he's held his throw there. What he's done is actually stemmed the flow of Taylor's wins 4 legs in a row, and that's the important thing. He's still got a massive task to break, but Taylor with only 45 start.
41.
And then only 41. Yes. When Taylor scores 45, you've got to get a 140. Put the great man under pressure.
123.
If it's possible, of course. I think tonight, on occasions, he has been.
He's been under pressure. Old stone face will prove to be a stone wall. And he's one up against it.
It's a great shot. 13 ahead, admittedly, but always hopeful that Taylor can miss a double again at the other end of the leg. And a bit of a shout here. Done 40 now would make things interesting, or even a 135. He's coming down.
Just in the wrong treble. Tight, very tight. Taylor 249, Lowe 224. Taylor with the darts. Ah, no. May switch, should switch. Yes, does switch effectively.
John's one of these players, Dave, who doesn't remember his score, and I think that spoils his throw, to be honest.
12 for tops for Philip Taylor.
32.
See, and this 143.
John, you require 143.
Not gone in that one. Jeez, he might have hit the treble 20 anyway. It's asking a lot for Taylor to miss again. 103 left.
59.
84 if he gets a go, but I don't think he will.
You require 40.
Double top again for Taylor. One leg away.
Game, shot, 30th leg. 31st leg. John to Roper.
So they're playing on, and Lowe 16-14 behind. He's throwing now for his very life in this contest.
Look at the room he's got to the left of that dart. Just over pitched to
95. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Now Taylor, who has really had a severe working out by the old maestro.
Win this leg, 16-15, and then Lowe has to throw the biggest
95.
leg of his life since certainly 1993, in my opinion. You could say that Taylor has to throw the biggest leg of his career since the 5th
45.
in his quarter-final match against Chris Bateson yesterday.
I was just going to say,
But,
John Lowe's 9-dart leg was a pretty big leg in his life
yes,
too, John.
It was, but I think that this one coming up will be the biggest since 1993 when he was in the World Final.
60.
Because if he wins this and stays 16-15 in the match, he then still has to put in a leg against Taylor's throw. If Taylor does a 9-darter, well then he can't.
95.
If Taylor does a 12, then John has to do a 9.
It's so tight. Taut. Tense. The atmosphere. Electric.
That's disappointing. And it opens a door for Taylor. 140 will put him 50 ahead. 180 will really put him close to victory.
Just the wrong side of the wire to the wrong side of the wire.
Well, the consolation for Lowe there was that if Taylor had hit the treble 20, it would have put Taylor on 166. As it is, he missed it anyway. So still Lowe favourite for this leg, 151. Make that 91. Treble 17's a little belter, John. Yes, he's... I actually think he went for treble 15. I really think he did, you know. And it wasn't the treble he wanted.
Well, he still really should win this leg from this position.
51.
Well, he'll go 15-20 ball if he doesn't hit the treble 15.
Taylor's left himself on 170.
He got 20 bull here. Bullseye for the leg to save his skin. Not this time. Taylor's not gone out on the bull tonight. If he does here, it'll be for the match and a place in the match play final. He hasn't gone out on a bull tonight. Furthermore, Dave, he's hit 2 177s, which to me are as good as maximums, but he has
25 for John Lowe, and he's in the wrong bed.
Yes, it's 3 for double 4 now.
Having a good look. Really, 3 is his finest option. Double 4. Big dart again.
Oh, is it just? And now some even bigger ones have got to come from the mighty man. What a game, what a game, what a game. 16-15. Taylor throwing for the match. Watch him play darts here. Watch him play darts here. Lock, Lowe, out. The magician produces a 174.
But Lowe might even top that.
140.
If he doesn't get a treble, Lowe has a chance of getting in the match.
58.
Lowe has a chance of getting in the match. That 140 has kept him in this leg. Another one now.
Just look at that concentration etched across his eyes.
Could be, only could be, one of the greatest leg of darts that Lowe has ever thrown. But look at Taylor. Knows the match is in his grasp. Another 174.
Supersonic.
It is amazing. Still not done with.
Could be an 11 darter for Taylor on this 95 to round off what has been a tremendous match.
13. Double 16. Chance for Lowe, 140 to 16 apiece.
What an opportunity for Lowe. What a task.
Got a 140 first 3 darts. Needed one then, like he's never needed one before.
100.
So now Philip Taylor on 32, who has been extended to the full range of his talents and emotion by John Lowe with 3 darts.
Look at John Lowe,
Double
quite
16 to go into the final.
Taylor makes it, thumps the air and acknowledges that he has been taken the distance, round by round. Taylor has been tested.
What a noble performance from this man, Johnny Lowe.
Now we know you put Phil Taylor and John Lowe on the same stage and you get an absolutely epic encounter. And in the end, the current world champion has beaten the former world champion by 17 legs to 15. And I'll tell you what, Phil, you said to me...
First, I'm shattered.
Well, I sure one word with you, because you said to me that you like to be pushed. Are you sure?
Aye. I tell you what, you know, somebody asked me today, he said, what are you going to do with that 100 grand you just won? Give it him and send him Australia and bug him off. Honest to God. He just don't give in, does he? You know, this is...
I think, John, you led on 6 different occasions. And you were 11-9 up at one stage and had a couple of darts at double top.
I thought a couple of wrong darts, you know, and a couple of wrong doubles. Well, one wrong double, which could have made a big difference. And well, you brought your mind's going up there. Come on, just play your game. I'm very lucky. My hands don't sweat any. His don't sweat a lot either. So we're dead lucky that we can just stand up there and keep cool in this massive lead. And tonight, I honestly believe. I could beat him.
So did I. I did as well.
Did you think that before the match started, John?
I've always thought that all my life. It's not a... If you give up before you start, then that's a waste of time playing the game, isn't it? You know. I respect the man unbelievably, the phenomenal way he plays. But I thought, well, maybe I can reduce his 180s down to 85s and 76s. And managed to do that a couple of times.
I mean, how exhausting was it up there, Phil? I mean, it was like 2 heavyweight boxers together, wasn't it?
Oh, this has been one of the hardest weeks of my life, this has, honest to God. Kevin Painter, Chris Mason, and then Johnny. I'm not again. It's not Manchester United. Seriously, I keep saying this. It's getting harder and harder and harder for me. He played superbly, and that John Lowe can play twice as good as that. He played brilliant, and I'll tell you what, people don't realise how good this man is. Do you know what I mean? It's nice to actually stand and watch him when he's playing. When he's flowing, there's nobody in the world, I don't care who they are, would live with this fella. He's I don't know. I just don't know how he does it.
I'm sure he hates people talking about his age all the time. But will you still be playing the way he is when you're 57?
Are you 57? Are you? Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? I don't look it. Thank you very much.
I hope so. I mean, God Almighty, he's a credit to everybody. Everybody. I mean, the fella's no world champion, ex-world champion, don't care who they are, what sport it is, will get up, perform the way he has. And I'll take my hat off to him. I'll take everything off to him. I'm going to take my underpants off and get upstairs. The fella is fantastic. He really is. And I can't sing enough praise for him.
I just know how much you hate to lose, Phil. Was that the difference in the end? Was that kept you going, even when all the doubles weren't going in as you'd liked?
I think if John had beat me tonight, I would have had a nice excuse and said, well, you know, the 9 dart to put me off forever. But I'll be quite honest with you, if I'd have got beat tonight, I wouldn't have felt a loser, you know what I mean? I played John a few years ago and exactly the same, and I won, and I didn't feel as if I'd won, and also I didn't feel as if I'd lost. And that year there was 2 world champions. It was me and him. We clashed in the semi-final. But the fella is, well, Eric will tell you, Jockey will tell you, even Bobby George will tell you, the fella is brilliant, you know. When he's on form, there's nobody can live with him. They really can't.
Because you're having a new lease of life, aren't you, John? There's no question about it.
I'd like to think so. I just think that if you sow bad seeds, it'll come round and haunt you. And I don't think I've done too much wrong in me life at darts. You know, I'm only talking darts. And I think, honestly, when you get up there, I know the stage, I know the dartboard, I know the people I'm playing. If you're playing Phil, it's not going to throwing 45. You're going to lose, aren't you? Badly. You're going to get absolutely murdered. So the only way to beat Phil is like try and stay with him. And I was very fortunate tonight. I had something like massive support in that audience. I mean, and I wasn't going to tell them to be quiet. Really, I did in one stage right near the last leg, but I wouldn't do that earlier because I thought...
Well, I saw you, in fact, when Phil was throwing the winning double, that you were trying to get the crowd to be quiet behind, which is fantastic sportsmanship.
Yeah, well,
that's proper, isn't it?
The fella's a gentleman, there's no 2 ways about it. And when he said the crowd was singing, I was singing for him at one time. And I remember the match against Martin Adams when I actually did sing on TV. That was the beginning of my record career, me and Robbie Williams, but it never came off. But the fella, and I can't sing enough praises, not just for him, for Chris Mason as well, for Kevin Painter. Shane, unfortunately, didn't play as he can do, but this has been a very, very tough week for me, especially after the 9 darter, and I thank everybody for the support. Ricky's been watching me tonight. I think Ricky's gonna give me a few left hooks, and Anthony Farnell's up there now, and see, they can do it in one round, but I can't see.
It doesn't look, Phil, as if it would take much to floor you at the moment, to be absolutely honest.
I'm absolutely shattered, I'll be honest with you. He's took every train out of me. I'm knackered. If I can say that on TV, I'm absolutely shattered.
I mean, look, you know, you've won the match and as such, so you can tell us you both played terrific darts up there, but I mean, how unsettling was it to have had the 9-darter yesterday and won the money?
The 9-dart is a bonus, and you know, I woke up at like 1 o'clock this morning, well, I didn't get until 1 o'clock, but went to bed, woke up at 2 o'clock, woke up at 3 o'clock, and then I had to nudge Eve on it. I said, did I do 9-darter last night? She says, yeah. So I thought I honestly thought I dreamt it. I thought, please don't let it be a dream. Oh, you know, that was my dream ever, and I thought I've dreamt this. But she says, no, you've done it, and it wasn't so much off-putting. I wanted, if I could, I knew I'd got to play well against him. I could tell the way John was see, certain players, you can tell how they are, and when John's relaxed and he's chatting away and he's doing his practicing and he's hitting the scores, you know, you look at him, you think, hello, here we go. This is going to be the toughie, this. And it was, and God bless him.
One of the toughest matches of your life, would you say?
I think that one and Eric's match. I mean, people say Mike Gregor, this, that and the other. I didn't feel as shattered as it was. This is absolutely exhausting me, I'll be honest with you. I'm absolutely shattered.